Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes.
After 8 years of this Prime Minister, when there's now cover-ups about his cover-ups, it's clear that he's not worth the cost. Yesterday, the NDP Liberal government sent their members to shut down the testimony from the RCMP Commissioner about the investigation into the Prime Minister's SNC-Lavalin scandal. This is the same investigation that he blocked the release of documents to when they were investigating whether or not he obstructed justice. My question is to the chair of the Standing Committee on Access to Information, Privacy and Ethics. On what date will the Commissioner of the RCMP appear at the committee?
L'honorable président du comité, le député de Barrie-Innisfil.
Mr. Speaker, I can't begin to tell you my profound disappointment in the fact that the NDP Liberal coalition chose to shut down and adjourn the meeting before it happened. I can assure you, Mr. Speaker, that proper notice was given. In fact, I emailed the vice chairs of the committee as well as other committee members 72 hours before the meeting occurred. Now, I took advantage in my position as chair to invite the RCMP, given the latest information that had been released. Public Safety Minister suggested that if we had any questions to the RCMP, that we pose it to them. I took that opportunity. I can't tell the member when the next opportunity will be, but I hope it's soon, Mr. Speaker.
À l'ordre.
Order.
L'honorable député de Leeds Grenville, Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes.
Well, I hope they were paying attention, Mr. Speaker. That's the first time we've had a question actually answered in this House in 8 years. The Prime Minister and the Public Safety Minister both said that the RCMP Commissioner was the one to answer questions, and he was sitting at the table yesterday, and they adjourned the meeting as part of their ongoing cover-up. They blocked it just like the Prime Minister blocking the release of those documents into the criminal investigation that was concerning him. After 8 years of this Prime Minister and his detrimental effect on our democratic institutions, it's clear he's not worth the cost. To the leader of the NDP, is protecting the Prime Minister from criminal investigations part of their coalition deal?
As I had mentioned before in a previous question, opposition leaders are not invited to do that, only members of the government, parliamentary secretaries, or chairs of committees. If there is a minister who would like to answer this question, I recognize the Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As the member well knows, committees are in charge of their own business and they make those decisions themselves. But if he wants to talk about democratic institutions and criminal investigations, I will remind him that it was a member of the governing Conservatives that was arrested for violating election laws and actually went to jail. So he should be careful as he's casting stones in glass houses. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Colleagues, I would appreciate if you give your attention to the next speaker who is being recognized by the Speaker, the member from Calgary-Mindeport.
Damning new information revealed today shows that ArriveCan contractors submitted receipts to the government for a company that doesn't even exist. Wow. This investigation already includes allegations of identity theft, forged resumes, contractual theft, fraudulent billing, price fixing, and collusion in the creation of the $54 million ArriveCan app. How much worse can this boondoggle get? Simple question, which Liberal insiders got rich?
Who got rich? Yeah.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as colleagues know very well, we expect public servants at all times to follow the appropriate Treasury Board contracting practices. My colleague will know in this case the Border Services Agency, as part of their internal audit, uncovered information that they then subsequently referred to the appropriate police authorities. And Mr. Speaker, that's exactly what has to happen in these cases, and we should let the RCMP do whatever work they think is appropriate in this concerning circumstance.
Absolutely.